everybody, it's Bryan, and you are listening to the Course Building Secrets podcast. Whether you're a coach or a CEO, the success of your team and clients is based on your ability to deliver a consistent experience and guide them on the fastest path to results. This podcast will give you practical, real-life tips that you can use today to build your online experiences that get results and create raving fans. Why? So you can monetize your expertise and serve more people without adding more time or team to your business. If you're looking to uncover your $1 million framework, package it, and use it to scale, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hey everybody, welcome to today's podcast episode. In this episode, I want to talk about a small change that could make a huge difference in your online course. And that is adding in levels. Okay, so most often, especially after you've been doing this for a while, you tend to see that you have different learners who are coming in to your world. And one of the easiest ways to accommodate different places where people are as they're coming in, right? So your course is identifying a problem that somebody has that you are able to solve, right? To give them a transformation. And sometimes people come in, even if they're not quite ready for, to be on the path that you have, or they want to be on the path, but they've already done some of the things that you're teaching them. And so you sort of end up in this sort of strange scenario where you have a lot of people in and they're all kind of coming in a little bit different, and you're trying to accommodate everyone, which really means you're not accommodating anyone, right? So if you find that you're creating all these videos and activities for all the questions that people have, then what tends to happen is your course gets really bloated and it gets really confusing for people because there's no clear path for everyone. And, as we say, if something's for everyone, it's actually for no one. And so when you think about that, the easiest way to solve that particular problem is to create levels in your courses. So the easiest way to think about it is a beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels, right? So you may have some beginners. You may have some people who are intermediate, right? They've had some experience, they've had some success, but they're not quite sort of experts yet. They're not quite as, advanced as some of the other people who have actually already gotten results. So even if you just break it down into those three levels, and, there are a million different levels that you can look at. And, a lot of times we look at video games for this, right? Like you could, you get to level 1 and then you get to level 2 and then you get to level 3 and then you keep going as your, your customers ascend. You can keep going up more and more levels, but you have to finish level 1 first. You have to finish level 2 and then you have to finish level 3, right? So again, the easiest way to look at this is beginner, intermediate, and advanced as you're sort of starting this game of looking at levels. Okay, so when you have people in your world, how are they coming in? Are they beginners? Are they intermediate? Do they have some success, but they just don't, there's no like rhyme or reason to it? Or are they advanced? Are they coming in and they're going to just hit the ground running and they're going to be like they're rock stars who get results quickly, right? Where are they coming in? And then as you're looking at your online course and how you're putting it into the platform, you can actually organize it in that way where it's, the beginner level, the intermediate level, and the advanced level. And either you run somebody through the beginner level quickly, right? If they're advanced, either they don't need to go through it. There's a million different techniques that I'm not going to talk about today, but like you could even test them to see, hey, are you, where do you fall? Are you a beginner? Are you intermediate? Are you advanced? And then put them where they belong. But you organize your course that way where you have some sort of foundational introduction material, which is the beginner. And then once they've gotten that first transformation, whatever that first goal is, then they can move to level 2. And then level 2 has its own goal and transformation. And then level 3 has its own goal and transformation. et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? But you're being very clear. Everyone needs this foundation. Everyone needs that beginner level. People can come in at any level, but they need to have all the basics, all of the introductory materials. And then, then you keep them going, right? So if you take this to a practical example, if your goal is to get maybe $250,000 in revenue, it is sort of the ultimate transformation you want to help your people with. Well, that you can't go from 0 to 250,000 in one shot, right? So maybe it's 0 to 1,000, right? Maybe they just need to get into the game. That's level 1. Then once they've gotten through level 1, they're starting to earn money. They've gotten their first couple of sales. Now it's 1,000 to, 100,000 would be maybe level 2. How do you get them from, their first couple of sales to getting to six figures? Right? That's level 2. Then level 3 would be, okay, you've gotten 6 figures. Now, how do you get solidly into 6 figures or 250,000 in revenue, right? $250,000. How do you get there? That's level 3. Then maybe, again, you have another level that gets them from 250 to 500 or 500 to $1 million in the next level. So you can keep doing that, but there's no reason why your course has to be from 0 to $1 million. It could be ultimately that your course is like that, but the way that you've built it is it's chunked into smaller milestones. So people feel like they can be successful. It's a very big jump to go from 0 to $1 million, right? When you think about it, that makes sense. But so often that's how we're putting the course together, is we're just like, okay, here you go. Here are all the things. Go for it. You can get from 0 to $1 million. The chances of somebody getting to that level of success based on what you're teaching is probably pretty low, because people will get into that messy middle that we've talked about in other episodes. So being really planning out those milestones and then giving people levels where they can ascend to a new level gives them the opportunity to continue to succeed. And it gives you a natural ascension path for your people, right? So instead of a one and done kind of scenario where like, oh, I'm just selling a course and that's it, you are selling an actual experience that helps to continue to elevate them through the various levels. That's why video games are so sticky, is because, the players are trying to get to that next level. They're trying to, go through all of the things that they need to do in order to get to the next level. And there's always a next level until you win the game, right? So really think about that as you either are planning your course or you are kind of in the thick of it of having your course. But here's the thing, is that if you have, say you have 1,000 people in your program, you cannot create one course for all 1,000 of those people. You can't do it, because everybody's coming in at a different place. Some people are moving faster, some are moving slower. And so if you think about it in terms of levels, it helps you really be able not only to recognize people's progress, which is super important, but also to meet people where they are. And because it's super exciting as people start getting through the levels and becoming more and more sort of competent in what you're doing and getting those results. I have a client that I'm working with, and there's been just, they have an incredible front end process, right? So they're bringing in customers and it's great. But the problem is the customers aren't staying. And it's because of this concept of not having levels. Some are coming in and the material's way too much. It's way too advanced, and so they don't even know how to get started. Some are coming in and they're advanced and they don't want to go back and start over from the beginning. And there's just no clear path or level for people to come in and stay on, right? Like they're just not able to be in their lane and be comfortable and confident in their lane. And in that small tweak would literally 10x their business right now, is really just reorganizing what they have into levels versus kind of dumping it all in there as one big program. All right, there you go. Hopefully this tip helps you out today. And again, like it's so often these things that we're talking about are just small changes that make a huge difference to success of your program and how you're selling it and how you're retaining and reselling to your people. All right, there you go. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. The best thing you can do is to take action on an idea or tip that resonated with you. To help you take action, I have a free gift for you that you can download in the show notes. During each episode, we publish an action plan worksheet and other helpful takeaways from our speakers in the course Building Secrets Creators Lab. To register for free, click on the link in the show notes. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.